This is Samsung's thinnest smartphone, and at 163 grams, it's impossibly light too. But no matter how thin and light it is, it's still a phone without compromises. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the interesting people I get to meet along the way. So, if you're a fan of Galaxy smartphones, give the channel a like and subscribe, and I'll help you find the right one to match your needs. This is our first look at the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. Fun fact, this isn't Samsung's first Edge phone. Back in 2014, the company announced the Galaxy Note Edge, and then a few months later, they announced the S6 Edge. The Edge naming was meant to describe the phone's curved displays that later became an industry-wide trend. Today, Samsung is using the word Edge to describe a phone that they believe users are clamoring for. One that is impossibly thin and light. By the numbers, that's 5.8 millimeters thick and 163 grams light. It's something you need to experience to fully appreciate, so I made sure to capture my first impression on camera. Oh, wow. That is light. Wow. Your body kind of responds to weight, but this is almost, there's no weight at all. That's pretty amazing. Obviously, I knew it was super thin, but I think it's really the weight. Wow. Super light. Thinness is something you're supposed to see, but it's also something you can feel. And I know lightness is what you feel, but it's almost like you can feel how thin it is. Wow. It makes it feel even thinner, actually.
80,000 impressions later.
Okay, so 5 minutes in, another thing that's really hit me is that, you know how they often say sometimes light phones, they often feel cheap? For some reason, this is a super light phone, but it definitely feels really premium still. Very luxe, if you will. And now that you have the Ultra in the other hand, this one feels so heavy all of a sudden. In terms of price and offerings, the S25 Edge slots in right here in the S25 family. And keep watching to find out how you can get up to $800 off your order. There's one essential I never travel without. A reliable way to keep all of my gadgets powered up. For me, that's the Cuktech 20 power bank, which also happens to be this video's sponsor. You might remember Cuktech from a previous video we did. They're a subsidiary of Xiaomi that has over 10 years of experience making chargers and power banks for many global tech giants. The Cuktech 20 power bank got a massive 25,000 milliamp hour capacity, which is more than enough to charge my MacBook Pro from 0 to 100%. And more importantly, it's safe to take on a plane. So this power bank has got me covered on my long-haul flights. It's got 3 ports, 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A, so I can charge not just my laptop, but also my other devices at the same time. This USB-C port maxes out at 140 watts of output, while the other 2 max out at 45 and 18 watts respectively. I know that sounds like a lot of power, and it is. Which is why Cuktech made sure to inject technology that protects your devices from overheating, short-circuiting, or over voltage. Because it has a screen up here, I know just how fast my devices are charging and how much battery is left on the power bank. When it's running low, the Cuktech 20 power bank supports a crazy fast 110 watt input. But not all my devices need all of this power to charge. With a double press of the power button, it enters low current mode, perfect for my headphones, Kindle, or Apple Watch. If you're looking for a power bank for your next flight or a long road trip, check out the Cuktech 20 power bank. I'll make sure to put a link in the description box below. One way I like to think about it is if the Galaxy S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra had a baby. The reason I say this is because the S25 Edge has the same screen size and display panel as the S25 Plus, a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with flat edges. So in terms of footprint, they're very similar. But that's where the similarities end. In terms of hardware and features, it's closer to the S25 Ultra. Let's go back to the display for a second. In terms of glass, the S25 Ultra has Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which is a ceramic hybrid with the highest durability. The base S25 and S25 Plus have Gorilla Glass Victus 2, while the S25 Edge debuts with Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2. The good news is that Armor 2 and Ceramic 2 have the same amount of durability. The only difference is that Ceramic 2 doesn't have that same anti-reflective coating that we have on the S25 Ultra. Okay, so we have them under the lights. On the left is the Ultra, on the right is the Edge. Do you see a difference? In terms of build quality, the S25 and S25 Plus have aluminum frames, while the S25 Ultra and the new S25 Edge more premium, more lightweight titanium frames. I think it makes the phone a bit more high fashion. These similarities to the Ultra extend to the Edge's cameras. Now, while the S25 Ultra has 4 cameras and the S25 Edge only has 2, the good news is that the S25 Edge has the same ultra-wide and wide cameras as its more pricey, more premium big brother. That's right, while it may not have any telephoto cameras, it's got the same 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera and the same 200 megapixel main camera, both previously only found on the Ultra. These cameras bring improved low-light performance thanks to tetra-square binning, the ability to shoot 4K video at 120 frames per second, or the ability to use the ultra-wide-angle camera to take macro shots, thanks to built-in autofocus and a minimum focus distance of about 3 centimeters. You get macros like this. The selfie camera too is the same with a wider field of view. Also good news if you're a content creator, not only can you shoot log video using the Pro Video mode on the camera app using the main camera, you can also film using the selfie camera for vlogs like this. Not even the Ultra can do that. Sure, we've seen thin and light phones in the past, but they've always come with compromises. The Galaxy S25 Edge comes with a 3,900 mAh battery, which is much smaller than the rest of its siblings. It supports 25-watt wired and 15-watt wireless charging. This is probably one area where I would have loved something better. Samsung still doesn't use silicon carbon battery technology. I hear they're planning that on the S26 series. If they already are using it, then maybe this phone would have had a larger battery inside. Of course, because it is a member of the Galaxy S25 family, it has all of the Galaxy AI features that we all love. That includes Call Assist, Writing Assist, Transcript Assistant, Audio Eraser, the Now Bar and Now Brief, and its superior photo editing tools like Generative Edit, as well as its built-in agentic AI with Gemini at its core. Samsung says a lot of this is also thanks to its partnership with Qualcomm. The S25 Edge also runs on a special Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, which allows for more power efficiency. The S25 Edge will come in 3 colors: Titanium Silver, Titanium Jet Black, and Titanium Icy Blue. There will be no exclusive Samsung.com colors. Samsung also makes cases for the Galaxy Edge. We have this gray one over here in vegan leather and this clear plastic one, but really, with a phone this thin and light and pretty and sexy, I don't think I want to use a case with it. That said, even with a case on, it's still incredibly thin. Look at that. Pre-orders start today, May 12th, and will be in store starting May 30th, but I hear that they might start shipping them out as early as May 22nd, so if you pre-order one, you might get your phone early. The phone will retail for $1,099 for the base model with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. A 512 gigabyte model will also be available. And if you use our links, you'll get a $50 Samsung credit plus up to $630 in enhanced trade-in credit. Samsung says this is a phone that you need to experience in the hands to fully appreciate, so they're actually setting up some retail locations where you can check the phone out for yourself. And that was our first look at the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. I still can't believe how thin and light this phone is. Is this a phone that you're looking to pick up? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, if you haven't yet, subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we post new videos, including our review video of this phone. Follow me on social media for all the behind the scenes fun, tech, and fashion. And for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.